to today's message. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm not going to be on here very long, so yeah. Let's see. Let me scoot this chair back. Okay, so today's message is you're not losing your mind, you're tapped in. I don't know who needs to hear this, but somebody needs to hear this. You are, I don't know if you're going to be taking like a hiatus because of how business minded you are. I don't know if you're going to be disappearing, going off the grid, but something that you're doing is going to be different. Sorry, I have a lot going on in the background, family, laundry, air conditioning, so I apologize if there's any interruptions. And there's, hold on guys. I'm just letting you guys know right now that I'm not in the mood, okay? And I will block whoever. I do not care. So this is the one warning, okay? And that's all I'm gonna effing say. With whoever you guys are dealing with, they're gonna get double the trouble. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Whoever you guys are dealing with, they're going to get double the dose for messing with you, okay? And the energy that I'm channeling is there's way too many people wanting to F around and find out. Way too many. And I mean way too many. You are not putting up with that right now. You're just not. What you're showing people is I am the CEO of my life. And I don't have to acknowledge you at all. At all. Any type of crazy tactics, you're not going to accept it. You're going to be calling people out. Okay? There are certain people, you're not going to be calling everyone out. There are certain people you're just going to remove from the equation because they're irrelevant. But there's others, and they will do anything to get under your skin, act like they're important. I mean, they're opportunists, dusties, chooches, Decepticons. And whoever those people are, they're your long-time enemies. I mean, long-time enemies, long-time haters, some of your biggest haters, some of your biggest fans. Those are the people that you're going to tell what time it is, too. And even the people that you love and adore, they best not want no smoke with you right now. They best not want none. You will give it all the smoke and all the steam until you are sobbing on the ground. Some of you guys could feel like you were very, very melancholy today or about to lose your mind. Some of you guys are starting your cycle or just started your cycle, or you know you're about to because you're flying off the rails. So I want to give you guys a message of positivity, because it's going to be okay. But I understand how you feel. Okay, I understand how you feel. I understand your frustration. And hold on, guys. What you're learning right now is there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place and a tone for certain things. And anything that seems fraudulent to you, scammy, spammy, it's going to give you the ick until you remove it. Okay? And that goes for people in your area. You got way too many people in your energy. And this is why maybe you feel like you're about to go off the rails, because you can feel it. You can feel it. You can sense it. You guys feel things intuitively. And this is happening because you are breathing new life. As you're breathing new life, you guys got people going off the rails and they're projecting that on to you. Well, let me bring you down 8 freaking steps on, and these people, they don't listen either. When people come into my live chat, for instance, and they're talking about certain things that have nothing to do with what I'm talking about, they're going to be the first ones I remove. Because you need a whole moment, and it's not going to be over here. Okay? You need a whole moment, and it's not going to be over here. You guys, people don't like that you make waves and you ruffle feathers. And because you are becoming the CEO of your life, people do not know what to do. And a lot of this is not your energy, believe it or not. I'm not like, oh, let's put the blame on the op. But a lot of this is not your energy. It's because you're shifting. How come you riddle me what felt so amazing yesterday, and now you could punch something? A lot of this energy is people trying to play in yours. Let's be so for real. You're catching, okay, let me back it up. If, say, you're having a day where everyone's complimenting you, right? Everyone's like, oh my gosh, you're so cute, you're so this, you're so that, I'm so proud of you, I love you so much. And then you have all these other people that aren't saying anything. They're not saying anything. You're hearing crickets. Okay? So when you were doing bad, they all had a lot of things to say. How are you doing? Are you okay? What's going on with you? But now that you're on your comeuppance, okay, whoever I'm speaking to, now that you're on your comeuppance, they ain't got nothing to say. A lot of them don't. And then the ones that do, they're just loud and obnoxious and making it about themselves, per usual. But again, anything that seems low vibrational, you're not going crazy. You're tapped in. You are not losing your mind. You are tapped in like never before. Believe it the first time. Okay? Some people are going to try to trick you. They're going to try to figure out how to scapegoat you and use you for some type of tactic. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're going to leave them speechless. So you guys could have a coworker that's going to try to get you to do something. Hey, why don't you take care of this? Why don't you just do this? Why don't you do this for me? Don't do it. If you have a feeling that like, yeah, I could normally handle that obligation or that task, but it's not your obligation. It's not your circus or your monkeys. And so people are really going to try to get that up out of you, to get into your energy, to get under your skin, and to get you in trouble for things. You've already passed the test. So you don't need to jump through hoops for the people around you. There are certain people, they're going to try to get you to do something. And because you're not going to do it, you're going to see a whole beast unleashed. For instance, you could have a family member say, hey, I need you to pick up Johnny from school tomorrow. That's not something you would normally do, but you're like, okay, well, I mean, I guess I could do that, but something's telling you not to. Don't do it. Somebody at your job could be like, hey, yeah, can you take care of this customer complaint? And it's like your shift's been over. And you're like, I mean, I guess I could, because you're a nice person, or because you're kind, or because you have crazy work ethic, but something's telling you not to. These people are trying to set you up. Okay? People try to set me up in the comments all the time with whatever is going on that like doesn't make sense half the time. But somehow it's my problem. And I didn't fix it fast enough for them. Or, you know, whatever the issue is. You guys are just you're not keeping your head down, but you're keeping your head down. Does that make sense? Your energy is, I'm carrying my head high. I've got places to go and people to see. And you're looking just low enough to peep everybody around you. You are not losing your mind. You are tapped in. Okay? See how she's like, she's not looking down, but she's like letting the glasses slide so she can clickety clock everybody around her. Everyone is energetically trying to hit your line up because you are officially the walking wish fulfilled, the golden ticket walking. You feel me? And you are focusing on your relationships. And this message is really specific. So if you're here for the bullshit or here to troll or here to just try something, it's not going to work. Please excuse yourself or I'll do it for you. And this message is for those that have been going through it. They are more than burnt out and exhausted from everything that they've been breathing life into. And now you're having to take a step back to do that for your connections, to do that for your loved ones, to do that for your family. That is going to be at the center focus, your health, your body, your center. And so people see that they don't really have access to you. Even if they did before, they don't have access anymore. And that is like the anthem of your week, is people not having access to you. As you are being granted access, getting green lights, being told that you can pass go in every area of your life, you are denying access to many. Because if you're listening to yourself intuitively, which you are, you're tapped in to the fact that you are not supposed to be giving it to the wrong people, paying it forward to the wrong people. And I'm seeing you guys quickly pivot up out of mistakes that you make. So it's a lot about you guys standing in your authenticity and having to really be accountable. Like, oh, I should not have done that. I should not have said that. I need to correct that. I need to fix that. I need to make that right. There's a lot of romance coming in, but you're having to get out of your own way. And as I'm saying that, there's a motorcycle approaching. Okay, so this is not for people that are not on their come up. You know, if you're watching this and it's your message, you know that it is, that you're breathing new life, that this is a new season, that this is a new cycle. And now it's time to focus on love. It's time to focus on loving yourself and loving those around you. And then blocking access, denying access to those that are just want to bring you the circus, the monkeys, the smoke, and all the other issues that are not your problem. That's why they're really mad. It's not your problem. These people don't expect you to stand up for yourself, and you're going to. They're going to be like, yeah, can you pick up Johnny? No, I can't. Can you meet me over at so-and-so? No, I can't. I told you guys, it's your no season. When it's your yes season, that means it's your no season for those that want to ride shotgun in your energy, in your vicinity. Because when you guys are doing well, that means your loved ones are doing well. Your family is doing well. Your cup is overflowing, not for the op. Your cup is overflowing for you, yourself, and your loved ones. So this is what it's going to be about right now. There's something that you guys are going to be planning. You're getting the hell out of here, okay? If you guys are not with someone, you're going to be going on like a relaxing vacation, spa day. You're going to be taking care of yourself. You're going to be treating yourself. And a big message that I'm getting for those of you that are traveling, because I've been getting that so heavily the past 7 days, you will be protected on that travel. A lot of you guys don't travel because you're concerned, like this could happen, that could happen, this could happen. But whoever this message is for, you guys already know that you're divinely protected, especially when it comes to travel. And another sign that this is your message is if you guys drive a lot. Say you already drive all over your city, all over your country, all over your town, wherever you reside, and you know that your angels, your ancestors, and God above is always over you when you are maneuvering in a vehicle, any type of transportation. You'll see accidents on the side of the road, people with flat tires on the side of the road, and you guys are always, it just feels like there's always an angel in your mode of transportation. And if that is you, that is 1000%, you are supposed to be traveling and you are protected to do so. And so it's like you're protected in your third house already. Short travels, the chit chat, the small talk, even with crazies, and you're protected. Your angels show you like, hey, we got you. So if you were to get on an airplane, if you are to plan a vacation, you are going to be so protected in that way. I mean, obviously don't plan it like, let me go to the worst part of the city. Like, obviously don't do that. Okay, let's not try to get effed with. But you know what I mean. You guys are finally going to plan something. You're going to do it safely. I see you guys like tuning in, praying, being tapped in, doing your research. Some of you guys maybe even on top of doing research, getting a travel agent or asking someone for help, because you don't get to do this very often. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you don't get to take your loved ones on a trip, or just you and your person, or just you, yourself, and you. Okay, this is going to be you. Chillin'. 4 swords. 2 of cups. You're only letting love in. And anything else, you're like giving it the middle finger. I literally had one thumbnail that I was going to post, but it looked so aggressive because I was like middle fingers up and I was like really close to the camera and I was like, let me not do that one. Okay, let me not do that one. But a lot of people are going to be hitting up your line, but in a different way. They're in the ethers, they're watching you on social media, trying to hit up your line. Like, where are you at? What are you doing? Let's go. Who are you? Who are you though? Be very careful with what you say yes to right now. Not because you're greedy, but because people see you as this shiny object right now. Whether they're new, old, or big enemies of yours, people see you as this shining object. So your health, your body, your center is being focused on the 2 of cups and the 4 of swords. How can you attract more abundance and ease into your life? And that is by being really loving to yourself, enjoying being romantic, enjoy the ideas that you're having. I don't know, just enjoy being silly, laughing at yourself, being more lighthearted, even if you feel like you're new at it. Okay, so a lot of my besties here, you're new at really dabbling in a lot of fun, being lighthearted all the time. This is what you're moving towards. You are how you can attract more ease, okay? Because you're getting the abundance. Whoever I'm speaking to, you're getting the abundance. So you're wanting to attract more ease. All you have to do is get out of your own way and have more fun. I didn't even want to get on here and give this message because I was like, I need to get out of my own way sometimes. And how am I going to do that if I get up on here? But I also have to like give you the message. So I'm like, okay, let me just make it quick. And you don't care. You're not going to be caring how silly it looks to other people because you're going to be doing what feels good for you. And you feel like a student, a novice in having fun, being romantic, just letting things be, letting things ride. There is a new wave coming in. And I love that for you guys. How is my past affecting my present? Let's talk about it. What is affecting you? What is affecting you today from your past is romanticizing the past, romanticizing trauma, or those that are in your life causing all types of chaos. It's like you're overstimulated sometimes, or you don't realize how quickly you can be overstimulated. So you really have to be careful of who you have around you and how much you dive into the past if you're not necessarily working on it. Okay, because this is really going to bring up some things. And if it's not being used for resolution with a loved one, if it's not being used for resolution with yourself or shadow work, then I wouldn't dive into it too deep, because sometimes we romanticize. Do you know what I mean? We make it like nostalgic. Let's go back in the time machine of how crazy our life used to be, or how crazy even last week was. Whatever that is, there's 2 things affecting you today from your past, and it's certain hiccups that you could be going through that you're trying to heal from, and not letting yourself be a victim. Not saying that you are, but you know when we're like having our own pity party because we're in the middle of trying to fix something that got all busted up to pieces, and we're just like, oh my gosh, I gotta fix this because this happened. you guys are used to towers coming in before you can get something great. And though you just went through a tower, there is not another one coming in for this abundance to come in. Does that make sense? So even though you recently went through a tower in the last 1 to 2 months, and the last 7 months could have been like that, you're not going through another one. This cycle is closed. You closed out this cycle a week or maybe even 4 weeks ago. And it's going to be really important that whatever happened in the last 7 months, that you've moved away from it, that you are moving on from it, that you are resolving it, that you are healing from it, and that you are not beating yourself up about it. Like, oh, I was dating so and so did this, and like continuously reliving it and reliving it, and you're putting your body through it over and over and over again, or explaining it to everyone. Part of the reason why you are this golden ticket shining is because you are the CEO of your life, and you're showing people, I can peep everything that you're doing. You can't outstep me. You cannot outsmart me. You cannot scam me. You cannot run game on me. That I'm not going to keep complaining about what I just went through, because it's what makes you strong. And there's a level of mystery. It's not making you less authentic. You're just trying to learn how to not relive it every time you're fixing it. Does that make sense? Like, trying to do that to a minimum. Like, say something just happened with a home. Every time you're working on the new home, being like, and this is why this happened, and da 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 da. You know what I mean? That's very traumatic for our body, and it matters what we tell our body to do. If we tell our body to get excited, body's going to get excited. If we tell our body, oh, this is happening all over again, body thinks it's happening all over again. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like this harsh judgment on yourself. Like, I should have known better, but you don't have to relive it all throughout the day, every day, or every time it's dredged up or brought up. And I'm not telling you to like discard it either, but you guys will find the balance. And that's what you're learning to do. You're very aware of that. Another thing that's affecting your present day today from your past is how you judge yourself, how you look at yourself for going through those things. Well, I should have known not to date that person. I should have known, I should have never trusted them. I should have never lived with them. I should have never let them in my home. I should have never worked for them. Whatever that is, it's not always calling yourself out. I feel like you guys do that enough. So these are just confirmation of things that you are working on. You're going through this awakening of what your body needs, of what your mind needs. And so that's a really big shift for you. What beliefs or habits are no longer serving you? Thinking that you're delusional. Thinking that you have too many ideas. Don't listen to anyone, whoever this message is for specifically. Do not listen to anyone tell you you have way too many ideas and you never carry them out. You carry out too many ideas. Okay, you guys follow through with several. You are not delusional. You push through most seasons where people would give up. You could have a whole terrible season, and the one good thing that's good about your delusion is, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was kind of shitty, but it wasn't that bad. And most people wouldn't have even survived that. Most people wouldn't even survive that. So something that is not serving you anymore is to think that like, I'm an imposter. I'm delusional. This ain't for me. It's never going to be mine. I always have these ideas floating around. You carry out like 90% of your ideas. You actually need to pump the brakes on that because you're getting tired and it's time for you to rest. Your health and your body is your focus right now. Eating well. Supplements, vitamins, working out, standing, walking, running, hiking. I'm seeing that you guys are moving around. There's more movement, but in a different way. And then we have the competition, the rivalry. Something that's no longer serving you is trying to believe that you're not enough. Like really pondering, like, I mean, well, this person did it better and that person did it better, and maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I've been doing this too long. Maybe I need to bow out. You guys are just starting to realize there's always going to be this tug of war. There's always going to be people trying to compete with you. And you are just learning how to stay in your lane and believe in yourself. What should you be celebrating that you may not be recognizing right now? That you were at the top of the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you guys could have just treated yourself and then immediately felt like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I enjoyed myself too much. Like, bestie, you haven't even started yet. Let's be so for real, okay? Like, you've started, but you haven't really started. You're like, oh my gosh, I indulged too much. I had fun. I slept in. It got crazy, but it really didn't get crazy because we be keeping it cute. Do you know what I mean, though? You're at the top of the Wheel of Fortune, and you're just getting started. The rest is still unwritten. Your story ain't over yet. You're not done. You're just beginning to plan the fun stuff. You're just beginning to be the fool. You're just beginning to rest. You're just beginning to love. You're not even done yet. But you're like, oh, it's too much. It's too much. I shouldn't have spent that. I shouldn't have bought that. I shouldn't have taken that day off. And you were meant to, and this is the balance that you're learning to have. You are learning to balance that you should celebrate more. You don't celebrate yourself enough. You guys are very hard on yourselves. Very hard on yourselves. Then we have justice. Something that you should also be celebrating that you are not quite recognizing is the fact that the scales are being balanced and there's a lot of justice unfolding if you just sit still enough to see. Really watch your enemies. Like, they're losing their ish. They're losing it. They're like, can you help me? Like, in despair. You're like, like, no, I can't do that. I gotta go, actually. Yep. Think my kids are calling me. I've got to go. I wish you well. Your enemies are scrambling. Something that you need to enjoy is not having to be in their circus. Not your circus, not your smoke, not your mess. And they're going to try to make you think that it is. I'm telling you guys, they're going to try to drag you into it by like, can you help me with this? If you have the feeling that you don't think that you should be involved, that go with your instinct because you are tapped in. Affirm it below. I am tapped in. I am authentically me. Like, justice is here. And there's something about people and who they really are that is being shown to you right now for some reason. For some reason, there are people's fears and insecurities being revealed to you. And what is not their strong suit. I don't know who needs to know that. But you need to celebrate the fact that you're safe, that you're provided for, that you're protected. Yeah, you are divinely favored. And I'm getting a lot about Archangel Michael, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. How can you best show your gratitude or appreciation? Dance more, sing more, frolic more, be more childlike. This is how you can show God, the universe, your appreciation is by having more fun, being silly. Okay? And you guys have moved past a lot of having to defend yourself through a lot of deception. You can now rest. Okay? Letty, thank you. Or Left Eye, thank you for your donation. You guys are starting to see, okay, I know how to protect myself. It's always going to be Hunger Games, but I'm taking a break. I'm taking this season off. There's always going to be Decepticons in the mix, trying to sneak up and do whatever. It's time for you to enjoy your resources, your abundance, your beauty, okay? Because you guys are going through a glow up, your Ace of Cups. Like, truly start enjoying these things. Your rest, okay? Knowing that you have enough, knowing that your cup is full, knowing that you have the resources that you need, that you will be protected as you travel, okay? Knowing that you have connections with certain people, and those things are real. So I'm excited for you guys because you're just getting started. Affirm it below. I'm just getting started. I am just getting started. You're so used to having to defend yourself against towers and upheavals and setbacks that you're going to have to get new routines. But I'm getting that a big blessing that's coming in for you guys is that people are really showing who they are, how fake they are. People are really showing that they're fraudulent, that they don't follow through on things. So believe them, as you guys have been getting rid of some people. Okay, as you guys are the CEO, you're going through this metamorphosis. Enjoy this. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy these changes that are taking place. And then we have intention. Okay, with this intention, something that you guys are learning is that it is really important that you care about your intention. I don't feel like you guys set intention enough. And then I feel like you have good seasons of setting your intention and then sometimes not. But this is something that you're going to be working on, is making your intentions clear and deliberate. Deliberately clear intentions are going to give you the power to change the world. Your objectives are being filled at this time. God in the universe is bringing you a gift, a big gift. You are recognizing you don't have to do all the work. This is a big deal. Your intentions can change the world, and it can definitely change yours to where you don't have to do all the work anymore. You're so used to having to do it all, and you're like, I just can't anymore. I just can't do it all. So I'm going to set the intention that I don't lose my mind, that I don't go crazy, that it's just taken care of. Now, the Empress has set intentions already. The Magician sets intentions. So that's something you're really going to be working on, is knowing that God in the universe is bringing this to you and that you can be deliberately clear. Affirm it below. I am being deliberately clear on what I want and when I want it. And then you're just going to detach from it and know that it's yours. Okay, we have the Golden Palace. There is always enough. This is what you're realizing. You were going to be hard on yourself, like, oh, I did too much. I had too much fun. Shouldn't have done all of that. No, there's always enough. Perfect affirmation for you guys. There's always enough. There's always enough. There are some videos that I've been sharing with you guys on members only that will be very helpful, and I'll be sharing more with you guys. And there is this mindset shift that you are practicing. And it's so important because it's going to change your life. And there was a point where you were really discouraged that it wasn't working. And now you're starting to see that it is. Okay, so maybe you set some intentions a couple weeks ago and you're like, oh, forget it. I'm just going to have a great day and I'm going to go on with my life. I'm just not going to try to like have all these new habits and constantly reprogram my subconscious. But you're going to do it. And now you're seeing there's always enough. You are entering a time of happiness. I am entering a time of happiness. This time of happiness, this period of happiness that you're entering is long overdue. It is long overdue. Your self-worth isn't measured by what you have, but how you authentically live your life. This is what you've been learning. You're like, I mean, I could have this, that, and the third, but that doesn't measure my self-worth. How I authentically live my life. Am I authentically living it? and enjoying it and loving it and living my truth. That is how I measure my self-worth. So there is a new life being born in you, bestie, as you enter the golden palace, as you don't have to do all the work, as you are going from the pit to the palace, from the tower to the palace. You are coming to life. You are learning how to let things flow more. And now you're starting to see when and where you can just show up. You're starting to realize, like, you know what? I've planted that seed. I did that work. And now for these certain situations, I can just show up. I don't have to go and redo all of the work. I'm just going to show up. Okay? You're seeing where you can show up and where it will be provided. So where you trust it's being provided, you're like, I'm going to show up. I've done the work. I have done the work. Then we have ride the wave. Okay, this is the most important for the energy that you guys are moving into. This is your guys' affirmation. And if you guys want to write this down or even type it in the comments, I would definitely start practicing it every time you guys are struggling with abundance or this abundance mindset, reprogramming our subconscious. A lot of you guys know that our brains do not finish developing until we're 25, 26 years old. So they're already preconditioned from childhood, from our parents, from the way that they do things, from the way that we lived our adolescence, from the way that as I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, mindset. As long as you guys are realizing you are trying to change your mindset from all of these preconditioned things, you're going to ride the wave. So the affirmation that you can use to help reprogram and rewire all of the things that you learned from family members, from different jobs, from different relationships, because most of our life are before our spiritual awakening, our life is constantly being programmed and usually not for our highest good. So you guys know that you've had your work cut out for you, but you've been putting dents in that work. The affirmation is, right now, success is easy and effortless. Okay? Right now, success is easy and effortless. That's why I said this message is not for everyone. Not everyone's doing the work. I got people barking, yapping, talking nonsense, bananas in the building, and it's like they're not anywhere near this wave. They're not anywhere near it because I don't know what's going on. Okay? And the fact that you guys have worked this hard on reprogramming your subconscious, you take it seriously. And that's why you are creating a lot of longevity in your life. And now it's time to have more fun. It's time to ride the wave. You've studied the wave. You've been taught the wave. You've been taught the success. You've been taught how to do all of these things, but now it's time to see that your success is easy and effortless. Right now, success is easy and effortless. Right now, success is easy and effortless. It's time to ride the wave. Okay? The tide is turned. I've been telling you guys, the tides are turning. You are putting your skills to the test, and these skills are the mindset that you've been training. Because you're getting proof that what you've been working on is now coming to pass with the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, all of these things unfolding for you guys. You being in your Empress behavior, being able to rest, being able to love, being able to have fun. Is that not freedom? Is that not being liberated by being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it? So the tides are turning. And these are manifestations or intentions you had long forgotten. And now you're seeing like, oh, now it's time for me to put my skills that I've been learning over and over and over again to the test. To rest, to relax, to pause, to detach, to let go, to forgive, to ride the wave of abundance. You guys are being liberated. This is showing you that you are definitely on the right path. Okay? And that you can come together. You are learning how to be a gentle gardener in your life. That you can gently put these seeds in with a lot of deliberate intention. And you're going to let more love in. This is not easy for you guys to do. A lot of us came from very dark depths of dirt in relationships, family matters. And so us just being like, yeah, I'm just going to love today. Like, what? What? Probably not. A lot of you guys are busting your behinds, and now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's time to enjoy what God and the universe is bringing you. Okay, which is time to enjoy yourself. Which is not something, again, that you guys get to do very often. And so you're taking it seriously. Okay. Another thing that I got for you guys is you guys are a star child. Okay? You guys could be ADHD, a star seed, indigo child, chosen, light worker, empath. You guys feel things deeply. The light of the stars exists in you. The earth wants you to share this light with humanity. That's why I said this message isn't for everyone. Because a lot of people act like they're doing that and they're not doing anything. Okay? You guys are already in your purpose. You're already going to school or helping people or counseling or teaching or being an oracle or star messenger in some way, shape, or form. And you know that you are called to sharing this light with humanity. You are asked to understand that you are meant to be here and that you have spiritual work to accomplish. You're not some clout chasing, fame hungry. You're not doing it for the pentacle. You're not doing it for the Benjamin. You're not doing it for the bag. You guys are doing it because you've had this in you since you were a child. Give up the idea that you belong somewhere else. Let the inner being shine here on earth, where you will make a positive difference in the world. Fall in love with the world's beauty, and you will be supported in all of your ways. You will be supported with being able to sustain the longevity, all of that. Have you been dreaming of other places you would prefer to be? Are you wondering if there's more to life on this planet than suffering and struggle? Perhaps you know you have a mission, yet you doubt that you can succeed. Perhaps you love life here, but yearn to experience the spiritual purity that exists in higher vibrational fields of the stars. You may feel like a tourist in need of a fix of your home language to endure adapting to a very different world. You guys are becoming grounded in your abilities, that they're not fake, they're not fraudulent. This is authentically you to help the world. Okay? So again, there's a light of stars that exists in you. I just literally told you guys this in a download last week, that you embody stars. I was like, not a star, stars. You guys embody stars. And let's see. Let's talk about your guys' spiritual protection. Being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. And so you guys are really decluttering your energetic field. I told you guys, there's people trying to hit your lineup. Like, what are you doing? What's going on? People all on your slide ups. People trying to call you, text you, notify you, stop you. Peep what you're doing. You guys are decluttering and cleansing your energetic field. This allows for what is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. What did I tell you guys? It's a big confirmation. There's people trying to say, this is your feeling, this is how you feel, and you're feeling melancholy or you're feeling a certain way when you were just shining the other day or shining yesterday, and you're like, oh, why do I feel like this? Because people see that you are protected. They see this new life forming within you. You are an open, sensitive person and can easily become energetically overloaded. From physical pain to emotional and psychological tension, an overload does not feel good. You may even feel like you carry others on your back or in your head. The added weight can drag you naturally. It can drag your naturally light vibration down in anguish, doubt, fear, and despair. You know those aren't normally your feelings. So when they are, you're like, wait, 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 wait. There's a lot of eyes on you. There's a lot of people in your energetic something. You feel me? And your inner vision may be obscured by the overload. This can make it hard to discern what is yours and what belongs to another. Whether you're experiencing overload to your system, it is unusual. You're trying to figure out, like, is this a usual occurrence for me? Am I absorbing too much? Who am I around? And that's why your guys' cutoff game right now is ferocious. Okay, let me pick this up because this one is the most important one. The Key of Light. Look how gorgeous that is. Okay, so we have Archangel Michael here. Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. So you guys can hear sirens all the time. Let me know if that's you guys. He brings you the spiritual gift now, the Key of Light. The key allows you to open any doors, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you don't want to get into. You now hold within you the hands of a divine key that will assist you in many ways. That's what I told you guys. Remember I said, don't let anyone tell you, oh, I need your help with this, and you have a feeling that you shouldn't do that. Archangel Michael is saying, you don't got to do that. What's going to happen? They were trying to get you in trouble. They were trying to throw you right under a bus. And you called them out. And you're protected. So go about your day. Go about your business. You feel me? Archangel Michael has a message for you that you have the power of the divine in you. Okay, this Key of Light. You have the power of the divine in you. You have the ability to free yourself. So we've been talking a lot about you guys being liberated and being free and feeling free of restraints, or what are people going to think if I tell them to F off? What are people going to think if I just block them and I ghost them, or I don't even tell them why because I don't feel like arguing with them and having this exchange? You guys are protected in that. You have the ability to free yourself no matter whether it seems that the other person or set of circumstances or the entire world holds more power than you. Your power of freedom is unconditional. I love that for an affirmation. My power of freedom is unconditional. My power of freedom is unconditional. It doesn't require the outer circumstances to change in order for you to be free. Though as you choose freedom, outer circumstances often change radically. Okay, thank you, Rachel. So all you guys have to do is stay true to what you know for yourself, which is you're not losing your mind, you're tapped in. So gently and lovingly assert your truth now. Riddle me what? Pretty much said that in the beginning where I was like, yeah, don't F with me today. I'm not the one. You'll get twice the smoke. Okay? And that's how you guys are feeling. And you're realizing like, oh, that's not my energy. Not that we're blaming the ops energy, but because you are the shining golden ticket, you're riding the wave. You're in the golden palace. You're coming to life. Your metamorphosis is being seen everywhere. People are watching. They're a little bit shook, okay? You look like this angel that has just landed. So assert your truth now, gently and lovingly. Do not cave in to naysayers. Especially do not collapse under your own fears and doubts. So gently and persistently cleaving to the light within will bring you through any apparent obstacle. Free yourself of any apparent prison and ensure your divine destiny is fulfilled. All doors shall be open to you. You are being given a gift of unconditional grace. You want to know why? Because you're always being authentic. You're always calling yourself out. You're just always working on yourself. That's why I say this message is not for everyone. This isn't for the people that say, I'm just totally working on myself. Yeah, no. I mean the people that are actually doing it. Because you guys are just seeing you are under this divine loving protection, and it's sacred to you. Your calling is sacred to you. Your many different purposes are sacred to you. Your messages are sacred to you. Restoring balance in your life is sacred to you. Okay? What else? I thought I got something else. What I did with it. Okay. So yeah, you guys hold the key of light, and people are like, what? Because you have this bold, yeah, I don't got to do that. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. And people are like, wait, what? You're going to take the bait. You're going to take the setup, and you're not. You're not falling for that. No, you are not. A lot of people are casting judgment on you, calling you guys all types of names, acting like they're bleeding out and it's because of you. They're all over the ground. And I don't know. It's a lot of like gimme. It's like Finding Nemo, where all the little birds are like mine. You guys have a lot of takers around you that are doing that. They're like mine. You're like, do I know you? Do I know you though? Okay. We have Justice. Again. This is something that you really need to celebrate and be like, yeah, I'm going to be over here. I'm going to be over here. You guys are the High Priest. Something's happening with a home. We have the Star. So people are starting to see like, oh, they're not a fraud. They're not. I shouldn't have said that to them. They're not going to back down. We have the Three of Candles. And the Lord said to Abram, go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. So let people think that you're crazy. Okay? We don't care. They're like, oh my gosh, they're always working on themselves. Like, yeah. They're always listening to God. Like, what do they mean? What are they talking about? You're not concerned with them. You're concerned about your direct line of communication with the divine. Okay? We have the Two of Grains. One of those listening was a woman from the city named Lydia, a dealer in purple cloth. She was a worshiper of God. People see you now. Okay? They see you now. You're not going to be this balancing act for them. Not your circus, not your monkeys, not your problem. Okay? Not your circus, not your monkeys, not your problem. Okay, let me bend these because they're sticking together. Anything else? I love this deck. We have the Knight of Candles. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Okay? So we have Joshua, leader of faith. You are starting to see. All I got to do is listen. Listen to the divine. Listen to the universe. It's with me. Whatever your higher power is with you. And that's what you're realizing. Like, I can go and do. I can move a little bit more fearless with a little bit more courage. And you are seeing that your purpose is important, that you've been commanded, and that you can lead. You are a born leader. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. And that's why you guys do some of the things that you do. This is why you guys push through some of the things that you push through. We have the 10 of grains, God's promise to Abraham, all the land that you see, I will give to you and your offspring forever. Okay? For once you guys are really feeling this, you're like, I believe it. I'm not as worried that it won't happen. And because you have this in your heart, you're like, okay, it'll get here when it gets here. I'm not really going to worry about it. Right now I feel liberated. I know I'm safe. So I'm going to stop being hard on myself. I know that I'm being provided for. Archangel Michael, God, the divine, your angels, your ancestor. There's so many watching over you. You don't have to be in hermit mode anymore. You don't have to be worried that you're doing something wrong, that you're on the wrong path. Okay, we have justice. You've been listening. You've been honest. You've been forthright. So you guys should be really, really proud of yourself. Okay, we have the Hermit. Some of us have been just sad or having a pity party, like, oh, I'm just always having to do shadow work and heal and reset and mend and repair, and I'm freaking tired. Doesn't John the Baptist look real tired right here? And this is what we're learning to heal from. Not every time that we get a new wave, the tide changing, it doesn't have to be an upheaval. It doesn't always have to be an upset. You guys just went through like 6 to 8 months of an upset. There isn't another one coming before this these good things come in. Yeah, you guys have gone through a lot of betrayal. We have the 10 of feathers. Samson loses his strength. After putting him to sleep on her lap, she called for someone to shave off the 7 braids of his hair, and so began to subdue him, and his strength left him. Like, you guys have been betrayed by the worst of them. We have came from the pits of darkness where there ain't no freaking cookies neither. And what we're realizing is it doesn't always have to be this tug of war. It doesn't always have to be a battle. We can have the world. We can enjoy this abundance. We can enjoy our direct line of communication with the divine, with God. We have the Queen of Chalices. I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I give it to the Lord. For his whole life, he will be given over to the Lord. You are setting the tone, bestie. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you are setting the tone for what it's about to be. That's why I said, anybody that wants issues with you, they're going to get double the smoke. You set the tone. You are the CEO of your life. You are nurturing. You don't got to prove that to nobody. You know what you're doing. You're about your business. You don't have to prove that to anybody. You are just being set free in so many ways. And you don't have to explain that to anyone on what being set free means to you. Okay, you are the star. You were born a star. You were born chosen. You were born with this purpose, with this light inside of you. And now you can move without being worried or fearful. Be strong and courageous. And there's so many things being promised to you that you can tap into. All of these blessings are coming to life. Affirm it below. All of my blessings are coming to life. You feel me? Anything else for the collective? We have home. You are home. You are home. That's beautiful. You guys are home. You are free. You are home. And for each and every one of you, that's going to mean something different. It's a form of safety. It's a form of security. It's a form of stability where you feel at home, where you feel at peace, where you feel protected. You don't have to make all of this movement anymore unless it's for fun. You know, save your strength. You guys have been tapping into that over and over and over again. It's time to relax more. But yeah, you guys are finally home. You guys are being given this this key. People are not able to run game on you. We have the Wizard of Awareness. People want to peep what you're doing, but you peep them first. Okay, I'm going to say that again. People want to peep what you're doing, but you peep them first. Because they come flying in, doing the most. And their energy is like stink, okay? Their energy creates this storm field. And they think that they come in real quiet, like tiptoeing. And their energy is loud and chaotic and disruptive. Because it disrupts what you're doing, and then your whole vibe shifts. So you are learning how to declutter and move away from this, because you can tell anybody where to go however you'd like to tell them. I mean, I'm sure you're going to do it in a kind of nice way, but however you guys choose to tell them, you're like, I am not letting this come near my home. I'm not going to carry all of this with me and then carry all of it home. No, I set the tone for my work, my environment. Like, you're making your intentions clear and deliberate. That is very important to you right now. So that is a new commitment to yourself, is not feeling stuck in the mud, not feeling like the odds are stacked against you, knowing that you have the key of light. Okay, I hope that helped you guys. Oh my gosh, I told myself I was only going to be on here for a little while, and that did not happen. Do not let anyone try to make you feel like you're a false character. Do not let anyone make you feel like you're the storm. It's all your fault. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, you don't even have time for that. You don't even have time for that. You're not putting up with it. You're just like, boop, goodbye. Like, you are home. I am home. I love that. So again, make your intentions deliberate and clear. You have the power to change the world. And you are being filled at this time by God and the universe bringing you a big gift. You are recognizing that you do not have to do all the work. With the Golden Palace, there's always enough. Okay, affirm it below. There is always enough. You're entering a time of happiness that is long overdue. Okay, you are learning how to live your life authentically. And my favorite affirmation for you guys is, right now, success is easy and effortless. Okay, right now, success is easy and effortless. I am riding the wave. The tide is turned. You're putting your skills, your mindset to the test. All of the things that you've been rewiring your subconscious for, you're putting that to the test. All of your boundaries, putting that to the test. All of your the love that you're trying to pour into yourself, you're putting that to the test. Your relationship skills, you're putting that to the test, because you are now riding the wave of abundance. And you are seeing, okay, I'm definitely on the right path. This is my wheel of fortune. I am becoming the Empress. I am learning to rest. I'm tuning into my body. My cup is overflowing. Nobody is going to snatch it from me. These are my resources. And when I eat good, my loved ones eat good as well. So you're learning to share that love and that abundance with them. And knowing that your spirit team is looking out for you. Okay, so again, keep being the CEO of your life, bestie. I just wanted to give you guys some good news that, like, you're not crazy, you're tapped in. Okay, you're tapped in, and you can peep everything around you without even having to look up, because you can feel it. A lot of it's being projected onto you. You guys know what time it is. People just are peeping you from every end of the earth. People are peeping you from every end of the earth. Protect yourself, and you guys got this. I love you guys. Don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation, and let me know what's going on in the comments, how this resonates with you guys. I know that someone needed this message, because it was just, I didn't know how I was going to give it. I didn't know how I was going to channel it. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been working all day long, but somebody needs this message. So I hope it found those of you that really need it in your hour of need. Enjoy watching the replay. And yeah, Patreon, you guys have a video coming up soon, and so be looking out for that. And members only, be checking your notifications. I will be sharing not only ad-free content, but as well as videos that are great for relationship advice, etc. But the most premium extra platform is Patreon. Okay, I love all of my platforms, but Patreon, I put the most work into it because that's the closest to personal readings. There's a lot of content on there. I've had my Patreon longer, so it's also a good bang for your buck. It's only 11.11 US dollars, and yeah, I think that's it. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, duh. You guys don't want to miss out. Like, you guys know I'd be posting at weird times. You want to turn all the notifications on so you know when I'm going live. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you guys so much. Bye, 89. Um, Bye, Kim. Bye, Jackson. Thank you, Pearson, for being a member. Thank you, Joseph, Organic Slay. Thank you, guys. Did I say Randon? Bethany, Holly. Hi, Kyrie. Thank you, Moon Girl. Hi, Virginia. Thank you for today. You're so welcome. I love reading your guys' comments. The comments in the last video like really melted me into 1,000 pieces. So if you guys commented on yesterday's live stream, it wasn't very long. It was like 30 minutes long. But if you commented, I most likely replied. So I do reply to comments. So I do appreciate you guys dropping affirmations and what you want echoed back to you. And I do my best as many videos as I can to respond, give advice, and at least heart your comment if it's appropriate. And yeah, let me know, what is the album, the spiritual assignment, which is for the comments when the live stream ends. What album are you able to listen to on repeat right now? Okay, is there an album where you listen to it back to front, you love all the songs on it? That will be the spiritual assignment, because I love when we all share good music with each other. We all have different tastes, but we're all besties here. So again, thank you guys for supporting me and for all the encouragement and beautiful comments. I will see you guys in the next one. Toodles.